should we address the taxi situation? Because this is obviously the last.
Yeah, I mean, this
year.
could be my last lap in a taxi. I don't know, right?
Yeah. Good morning, comrades, and it is really a good morning. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, good morning.
How are you doing?
All very good. Time to go out.
Absolutely. So, we'll see you in a bit on the track, and after that we go for a lap together. And by we, I mean Robert and I are going out for our last lap of the year. Now, a quick disclaimer, today is the 26th, no wait, it's 31st of October, yes. TF might be open for 2 more weeks, but Robert is leaving to Italy, and who knows what's going to happen regarding the world situation. It might be closed, so it might be actually our last lap of the year. Anyhow, let's hop in and buckle ourselves up. Are we using harnesses?
I put them on there.
Okay, they're there. I guess we're doing it like that then. All right, strapped in. There's Tim.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Cool. So, last lap of the year.
Last lap of the year.
We kind of didn't prepare any script, or so it's going to be just like a flow of thoughts.
Now wait a minute. When's the last time we prepared a script?
Well, we had some public statement announcements, so we kind of did some preparations.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe.
I think even before that we said, okay, let's just wing it.
Exactly, that's correct. Apart from gathering data, important information to mention, we actually usually just roll with it, and that's what we're going to do today, right now as well. So, last lap of the year. We're not going to deny it. It's been a very challenging year.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's but the moments that we had were absolutely fantastic, with all of you guys who managed to come over. Unfortunately, of course, for many of you it was not possible because US, Russia, China, Australia, whole Oceania, like Africa probably as well, has been impossible for you to come over this year, which was very sad, and I hope we get to meet you and to see you next year. But the people that made it here, those were absolutely fantastic moments. It's been great.
We had a great time. I mean, got to share some really cool stuff with the different cars and everything like that. And although there was a lockdown, one of the challenges we'll talk about in a bit, the Nürburgring actually was quite busy at times. Mm-hmm. And it was still really neat to see and get to experience with so many people that really were enthused. And I'm amazed that when you guys are coming, when everybody's coming, how much they know about what's going on and what we're doing. And it really is a cool thing to see. I had a great time on track this year. It was interesting, challenging, and special.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned, it was cool to see that people were following what's happening through our channels, and whenever they were coming here, they were very well informed of what's happening through the vlogs. And so that's been awesome. The support has been great. So since I'm mentioning the videos, like my channel has had many highlights. Of course, we had the Robert Kubica video. We had everything that has followed, the Black Series as of recently. It was very interesting year for me because at the beginning I wouldn't say left, but I was absent because I had my job at Rimac, and then I decided to come back, which was definitely a very good decision. I mean, I was never doubting it. I knew I need to follow my heart, but eventually it ended up being very good. But also for you, in terms of YouTube.
Oh yeah, the YouTube. I mean, part of the whole thing was with the whole lockdown situation coming in and everything like that. We had a situation. Yep. So the track right now is quite greasy. As you can see, we're not quite dry yet. So there's points where you want to still look at taking the wet line in certain areas. But yeah, so for me, the whole Corona lockdown situation got us to a point where I was able to take a little bit of time and do some stuff for Apex with social media, right?
Yep.
And I was able to do that, and it was actually a lot of fun. I got to interact with a lot of people, and the channel really did kind of take off, I would say. And without too much pushing by me, honestly, you know, what did I do always? I sat in one area always, and you know, I always sat in one area. That's what I was hoping he wouldn't do.
Don't take the dry light, Tim.
So, all right, Tim.
All right.
All right, we're gonna go get in front of him.
Yeah.
So anyhow, you know, we were able to, you know, do a lot of stuff with YouTube. And I did it, a big reason why I did it, and Misha and I talked about this, was because I wanted to be able to still tell what was going on around Apex while Misha was at Rimac. And that was something that really helped the company, I think, and helped promote Apex a little bit. But then it took a little bit of a turn in the sense that people really enjoyed a lot of the technical videos and things like that. And even without me posting regularly, the channel is gaining quite a bit of traction. You know, it's getting a lot of followers. And what I think is the coolest thing about the whole YouTube part of this story right here is that the interactions with everybody. Everybody's making comments. Everybody's talking a lot about what's going on. It's been a very positive comment section. The average video is probably getting, you know, 300 to 800 comments, which I think is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is what makes YouTube so enjoyable for both of us, because I've been saying it multiple times. I believe we kind of share the same audience. And this makes us, we have the best automotive audience out there, because you guys are so sincere, you're honest, you're polite, you're respectful, and just educated. Of course, sometimes someone ends up on our channel without knowing what it's all about and makes up some weird remark, but hey, this is just like a part of YouTube game. But overall, that's the reason why we keep on doing this, because it's so awesome to make these videos for you, to have this interaction with you guys. Now, I think maybe we should say, should we address the taxi situation? Because this is obviously the last
Yeah, I mean, this could be my last lap in a taxi. I don't know, right?
Yep. Yeah, the reason for this is because the way Nürburgring operates in terms of taxi licenses, it offers a license for 3 years to 4 highest bidders, and we were fortunate enough to, and lucky enough, because it's a blind bidding, you don't know how much you should bid. We were lucky enough to be one of the four companies this current last 3 years, and now this is our last year, and now we have to go for a bid again. And the question is, are we going for a bid again?
Well, that really is the question. I can tell you from my standpoint, I have loved the taxi program because I've been able to share the Nürburgring with so many people that otherwise I could not have. And you know, we can always do taxi laps on track days and things like that. But the reality is being able to come anytime you guys were here, do a lap with us, jump in the car, that really has been a special thing. So it's funny that just from that aspect alone, I would like to go ahead and make a bid again, right? However, from a personnel standpoint and an overall work and coordination and how much there is to it, I've said time and time again that taxi is not a profitable venture for us. And I will stand by that it's absolutely not, you know?
Yeah.
So I need to look at numbers this fall and see where do we land, what are we gonna do? Is it even worth bidding on the taxi license again? And, you know, we'll see. We'll definitely keep you guys updated, but I haven't made up my mind. It's definitely up in the air. And I think we did a fantastic job with it. We did our piece, we came in, we showed how cool it can be to run cars like this right here, and had a lot of fun with it. So my biggest thing when I say that as to my considerations of why I wouldn't do it again, the biggest thing that actually holds me back from doing it, or not doing it, not bidding, is the fun that I've had with everybody, and the fact that if I don't get a license again, I won't be able to do that anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. As mentioned, we will see. There will be a more in-depth video where we cover like the cost of running taxi and the whole operation behind it, so you will have better understanding of why it's such a tough choice. And eventually, if Robert decides to bid for it, it's going to be the question if it's going to be enough, because there are strong rumors that Hyundai wants to get in. And, well, obviously as a manufacturer, they have unlimited budget, and we will see what they will have to bring. Of course, there are also other parties. In the end, it's going to be a very exciting next 3 years, whoever's going to get the license. Now, so far, I think this is the topic should be closed, because, as mentioned, we will go more into detail in a separate video. What about the cars that we have? What are our plans for next year?
In terms of rental cars?
Yeah.
I mean, what I want to do is this winter, I want to do some upgrades to cars. I want to get things a little bit more exciting. When we first started, what did we do? We took the Cupra and we built the red Cupra and we made it really cool, right? And I would like to actually do that again. I want to take the Cupra and I want to take the new Cupra and I want to build that up. I want to put a roll cage in it, seats, you know, make it like red Cupra 2.0, but maybe 2.0.1, a little bit better, you know? And and that's something that I want to do. Okay, last yellow flag of the year also.
Last yellow flag. Let's hope for this.
So that's something that I want to do, is really make that car cool. So we've actually already met with a friend of ours who builds roll cages, and we're going to do a full weld-in cage to the car. We're going to do the cage in a way that allows us to run the car in RCN. That is not a direction that we're actually looking at going. I just don't see a point in building a weld-in cage and not going all the way with it. So we'll actually have a DMSB certificate. And then obviously TÜV as well. We'll put it in the papers of the car and everything like that. But I think we should still be under yellow, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, well, we'll see it after this year. Is going to be the next Marshall Post if it's going to be yellow or not. We will see.
So I'm
still yellow.
So that's one thing. Even though you haven't seen a yellow in a while, guys, you need to still take it easy until you're certain that you've passed the broken down car. So not a big deal.
Just no issue there.
So then get past it, and then we can go, because now we don't have a yellow flashing light.
Very good driving here. Very good code of conduct. Yeah, so the Cupra is going to be definitely an interesting car. Now, of course, there are also lots of questions probably going to be followed. So what about my car? What about the Ring Tractor? I hope that by now there's been already a video published what my plans are with it, but it's going to be a full-blown RCN race car. But at this point, I have also my doubts in terms of we don't know what next year is going to bring, because this year it was a good decision of mine of deciding not to race, because of, it would have been possible to a full extent with everything's going on. So I have to see what's going to happen for next year. But even if I'm not going to race, it's going to be still a great car for TF alone and track days. So we're definitely going to go a bit more crazy with that. And then I will need some replacement car. So I have some thoughts and ideas. So maybe it will.
Will it be electrifying?
Good question. Good question. Eventually, I will definitely get an electric car. But at this point, I'm not so certain or sure about getting an electric car as of now. Of course, I've expressed the desire and wish to get a Tesla and build it up, and the idea is still there, but there are so many great alternatives for 1/3 of the price, which will be eventually as fast and as much fun. But Tesla, I'll be honest with you, it is a fun track car. It will be a big hype for the channel. But at the end of the day, I also want to have something that makes me enjoy and not just for the views. So, yeah.
That actually brings up something interesting, your whole racing and Ring Tractor thing. We really dodged a bullet, I think, this year, or didn't dodge a bullet.
Yeah.
We stepped away from racing because of the whole COVID situation. And I really feel good about having done that. It's unfortunate. We were really excited about doing some racing this year, but for Apex as a whole, we're really customer oriented, and it's all about the people that follow Apex and getting to watch us race. And so I as sad as it was that we didn't race, I'm glad that we didn't continue to push through, because it was it wouldn't have been what we wanted with no spectators, everything closed, everything like that. It just wouldn't have been what we wanted. And so maybe next year we can get back into that as well.
Yeah, passing the gantry. Probably, well, last time of the year, last lap of the year. Very nice air balloon. Don't know if you can see it on the camera. But still sticking to that topic of racing, what are your plans for next year then?
I'm still working that out to see if I think things are going to be better yet.
Yeah.
You know, I don't, right now obviously things are daily getting worse.
Kind of same with I'm not sure of, like,
exactly.
We'll have to see what we're going to do.
Exactly. So it might not even be 21, it might be 22, because to me, I made a comment about this recently, racing without spectators, racing without sports without spectators, it just isn't the same to me. I think the audience is really what makes a lot of this, and when you're going around the pits and seeing people camped out all around the racetrack and everything like that, that really to me is what says a lot about the atmosphere and why you want to race. You know, a lot of people want to race for competition and things like that, and obviously that's a big motivator, but I think I want to have something that I can bring and relate to all of the Apex family, the big Apex family, if you would, and bring that all in, you know. But there's something else that I think is really cool that I don't even know if your channel really is up that big to speed on. Mine definitely isn't. The Mark IV Golf Wars of Apex.
Ooh.
What's going on there? I mean,
what's going on there?
all I can say is a new player has entered the game.
The new
or is entering the game.
is entering the game, yeah. So, a quick update. First, I want to say, as we were rolling through the car park, it's been closed the big part of the year. We only had 2 weekends that was open pre-COVID situation. I really hope that it is going to be open next year, because it was a big integral part of the TF DNA, even if you would say so. There's something that we're missing, although you have here people lining up and just like talking cars, enjoying the atmosphere, and also no overflow car park. But the main car park was, of course, and is like a big integral part of the whole TF situation. So hopefully it will come back, definitely missing that. But going back to the Mark IV Golf topic, so I have one. I had 2, even I would say. George is the one who made me purchase one in the first place. He still has his, going to put on German plate soon even. We have Ian, who bought one. We have Bora, who has a Mark III Golf, but he's getting, well, he's looking at the Mark IV. And one more player has entered the game. I'm
going for R32 Mark IV. And we're going to build it up, cage, suspension, the whole bit. So I'm really excited about that.
I think that's a very exclusive, nice note to finish this video. So, guys, thank you for all the great vibes. Thank you for everything this year, for the support that we had on the channel, in person, in real life. Like, it's been great. I hope we'll be able to keep up the momentum through the winter. But as mentioned, we have lots of cool things. We're going to talk you through the business decisions, through everything that we're going to do next year. We're going to do the project cars. I'm
excited to do the project cars like we did back in 2017 as well, where you guys get to see, many of you don't know this because the channel was much smaller then, but when we built the GT86 and the Sub 7 Up, it was a really big community thing.
Exactly.
You know? And that's what we're hoping to do. That's what we're hoping to do this year as well with the new cars. So
yeah, absolutely. And like, for example, with George, we made a video explaining the aftermath of like what Robert Kubica did to the M4. So you guys really enjoy the technical in-depth videos, which is not too common on my channel. So we're definitely going to do a bit, well, this type of content. So again, thank you very much for everything. Looking forward to the upcoming year. Hopefully it will be better for everyone. But with an audience like you guys, it definitely will be good no matter what.
Look at that.
Oh wow, that was like some modified old school Porsche. Well, and new school Porsche. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Already 3 minutes into recording.
Are you recording still?
Yeah, because we sync the sound and everything.
Just waiting on Shmee.
Yeah, always the waiting game.
Shmee Honey Fitty. That's his new name, Shmee Honey Fitty.
Yeah? Shmee Honey Fitty.
That's his gangster name nowadays.
Or 150. Yeah. 50.
Bringing justice.
Yeah. Justice too. Are we going there in that video?
Yeah, I think not. I hope none of this goes in the video.